Hi guys, Blake and Ryan here today with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina. There we go, on beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Wednesday, the 31st of December. Oh, sorry, the 30th of December. And we're gonna do the one cast for you today. Alright, so we have boated up. We are right here below Lookout Point Island right now. We're in the eddy. They're running that same half unit flow still. And it's snowing again. It just started snowing a little bit ago. It kind of started off as sleet, hail, and now it's kind of got some smaller snowish rain here. It's about 35 degrees outside right now. But the wind has calmed down, and really it's not that bad out here if you got enough layers on. So it's been a while since I've done this. Been a while since I worked this inside bank, but we're right here below Lookout. We're gonna work the very edge of the bank here where the water's running slower. I'm starting off with a 1/32 ounce white jig. That's the one with the red collar. We have two. We have ones that have white collars and ones that have red collars. I like the red collar better, just my personal preference. Ryan's using, and I got that on 2-pound test. Ryan's using a Sculpin and Ginger, brown with a brown head, 16th, 3/32 ounce with 4-pound line. And we're gonna get, I want to get a little farther away from the bank before I start here. So it's real overcast today. These white jigs, the white color tends to work a lot better on days that are cloudy, overcast. Also, another thing that this has the potential for is finding brown trout. Brown trout tend to key in on the white color better. Also, a bluff like this where you've got sharp drop-offs and structure and rocks and stuff, they like to lay in that kind of stuff. So this is a way to target brown trout. Alright, let's get started. I saw a fish just surface right next to the bank there. Fishing reports for today. I only got one. I'm actually off today, but I just passed Dwayne and Jack and Dylan and Blake Harris. They're all out fishing today. They said they were using Sculpin and Ginger jigs, and that they had just caught 2 fish down by the at the very bottom of Eagle Island where the trees are setting down in the water. And they were headed up top to the boat ramp to fish that area with jigs where they said they had a little bit more luck yesterday. Alright, nothing on the first cast there. When you're working down this bank, the very inside edge that you're working, the water tends to go a lot slower. And wherever you're holding your boat at is usually going to be moving faster. So you've got to do a lot of adjustments to keep yourself even with the water speed on the bank. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, he let go. Another thing you're going to encounter when you're working the bluff like this is lots of structure once again. So you're most likely going to get hung up and lose a few jigs. However, if you're not getting hung up every once in a while, you are not fishing deep enough. I like to keep in mind that if you're casting directly at the edge of the bank on the bluff, it'll start off really shallow, but then it drops sharply. So you've got to account and let that jig sink each time you pop it a little. Let it sink a little farther than you did the first time, or else you won't be fishing it adequately. Still seeing a little bit of a midge hatch going on here. There we go. I don't know why I always do that. I could just move the pedal into position, but I'll sit there and fight it. I guess I do have one other fishing report. So last night, Levi, my buddy Dustin, and I, we went up. Oh, there was another hit. Dang it. We went up. We started about 9:30 last night. We took a boat up to the Narrows on the opposite side, on the north bank, and where we've been talking about those fish spawning this week, and we've done a couple other episodes there this week. Anyway, we went up there for a little night fishing last night, parked the boat and got out and waited, and the bite was a little slow. We did wind up catching, I don't know, 15 or 20 fish, maybe somewhere in there. Caught a leaf fish. I stripped streamers primarily the whole time, and Dustin and Levi, they fished jerk baits primarily, and they also caught a few fish fishing the jigs last night. I think brown and peach with an orange head was the color they caught them on last night. So that's pretty cool. I know people catch fish on jigs at night. I just hadn't really done much of it, but I told them to bring them, and they did catch a few fish doing that. But I was throwing a pine squirrel streamer last night. I tried 3 different colors primarily. Tried olive, black, and white, and I found all of my fish on the black pine squirrel streamer. And it took me a while to figure out how to, that water is real shallow through there, but it's also really fast. And it took me a while to figure out how to strip that streamer in that fast water, which, in that super shallow fast water, it was just you cast out and get your rod tip down, and then really short, slow strips, like 2-inch strips. Only a couple of them through your swing, because that's how fast the water was moving. But once I did that, I started getting a lot of hookups. I had a little short period of time where I caught quite a few in a row. And then around, I don't know, I'd say midnight, 1:30, the bite kind of died off for all of us. But the jerk bait that they were using that was working well was the 762 Signature Series French Pearl. And Dustin did catch a 20.5-inch rainbow last night. He kind of walked a couple hundred yards up the bank. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of midge action going on right there, but there's a little eddy right here behind this tree. I'll try to hold us on it for a second. Yeah, they're definitely moving in there. I'm not sure what those are. I'm not even sure if those are trout. That's weird. They're coming up and hitting something right there in that bubble line. But anyway, those are the only two fishing reports I have. Other than a couple bites, I'm really not sure if they're liking my white jig today. I don't think we got nearly as much precipitation as they were talking about getting, or as Dwayne called it yesterday, participation. But I know that there is some more to come over the next period of the next few days, so we shall see. I know Table Rock's somewhere in the 913 area. So it's got a couple inches of room to come up if need be. I've really been enjoying these half unit flows, so I hope we don't get enough rain to increase that. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Not sure. Oh, what in the world? Ah, there's where the problem is. I really am trying to target and see if I can find a brown trout here today. That is definitely not one. Alright. There's one donation to Taneycomo today. And I do have another rod rigged up. It's got a 4-pound test and a 1/16 ounce all brown jig. And we'll try that for a while. The last time it snowed, and I was doing the one cast, this all brown jig really put it to him that day. So we will see if I can repeat results. Another thing you can do is, especially if you've got the spot lock function on your trolling motor, is all throughout the bluffs, any of the bluffs really, you'll find little pockets where it creates a little bit of an eddy, and you can get in there and those eddies, spot lock in front of them and fish them, and almost all the time there's always some fish inside of each eddy. Hey, oh no! Oh, I finally had one on. Oh, and I threw a jig in the tree now. We're doing it all today. I got it back. Yeah, looks like the snow is starting to pick up again. There's a fishy. Oh, wow. He's not very big, but boy is he active. I tell you what, I've been playing around with this brown jig for the last couple weeks, and I've been liking it. I think it might be one of my new colors. Very pretty. Lots of spots. He's got spots all the way down around his belly there. And to keep this from sinking too fast, I'm not leaving very much slack in my line. I'm trying to get it to fall through the water as slow as a 1/32 ounce jig would, as much as I can. This is another one of those little eddy spots here. I'm going to try to hold the boat here for just a second. Big what I like to call elephant rock right here in the water, and it creates a big pocket behind it. I'm not sure what's feeding here, but behind each one of these eddies, there's some really small fish surfacing on the bubbles. And they don't even really look like trout. It almost looks like creek chubs or something. I'm not sure what they're eating there. So this is definitely something to do if you're tired of drifting down the same spot over and over again. You know, come over to the very edges and find little pockets where you're not getting to, and fish all those too, because you just never know what's laying in those areas where you don't normally fish. Ooh. Well, I'd say we go for a couple more minutes and then call it a day. According to Dwayne, they said it was a little slow, and so far I'd have to concur with that conclusion. Got that one. And I got it back. Alright, so far I've hooked 2 trees today. And I'm going to blame it on the gloves. Sounds like Ryan had a swing and a miss back there. I heard the ah. Another thing you can do along the bluff, like I know during the summer when the dry fly bite's not very good here usually, but you can throw the dry flies along this bluff and sometimes do decently well. So you have to suspect that those fish that are sitting right at the very edge of the bluff might be waiting for something to come into the water there. So you can start your jig off there at the bluff, kind of keeping it close to the surface, and see if that helps out any at all. Just kind of feather it near the surface. Got one? Here, come over here for the camera. There you go. Yeah, really dark male there. Pretty. Got his red stripe. He's giving you the business there. I love this time of year whenever the oxygen levels are at their highest. Those fish just really put up a good fight. Oh, what was that? That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, and I found another log. Does that count as a double up? Hey, he's fighting like a 5-pounder.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna stay hung up here. I'm gonna try to go get that back once Ryan shows you guys his fish. Oh man, there's another pretty, and he's spotted all the way around. Well, we thank you guys for watching today. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll do it for you again tomorrow. Thanks, guys. All right, I'm gonna go get back.